is Hassan Diallo, and I play basketball and volleyball. I will be introducing the speaker for this evening, Quincy Olivari, is 17 years old, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. He currently attends Westlake High School and was captain of the team the previous 2 years. Quincy, currently a Westlake Lion, is a state champion and two-time regional champion. Quincy will go on to play Division I basketball at Rice University with a major in computer science. Without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Quincy Olivari.
Good evening. Quincy Olivari, just honored to be here. I know when I was y'all age, I would kill for somebody to come and speak to me. Just give me a message. I even got my college coach at my house waiting for me to have some dinner, but I wanted to come speak to y'all, so this means a lot. I go to Westlake. I'm in the magnet program, and I'm also an IB certificate candidate, but I'm here to talk to you about perseverance. So perseverance is defined as persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. So obviously now I am a 3-star athlete, but I wouldn't be that without perseverance. I used to think it was impossible to have great grades and play at the top level of basketball, because when I was 11, 12, 13, I couldn't even dribble, and I used to sit the bench on my AAU team, and my team only had 6 players. So obviously, I didn't get a game. But just like y'all, who are the rising 9th graders, who are the 8th graders now, I had a dream going into high school. I was going to have all A's. I wanted to be the star of the basketball team. I wanted to walk down the hall. Oh, that's Quincy. I wanted to be like, oh yeah, what's up? So I wanted, to this day, I still want to go to the NBA. I wanted folks to know, oh yeah, that's Quincy, he gonna be big time, I want him to remember me. But I'm always be the same, I'm always be humble. I always remember everybody that was with me. I still remember Mr. Adams. He was my 9th grade principal in 9th grade, and he think I'm big time now, but I still remember him. But when I was in 8th grade, I went to Westlake, and I immediately was saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Westlake, I'm gonna play Varsity, JV, and I'm gonna dress Varsity, That didn't happen. When I got there, I played for the 9th grade team, and at that point, it was a decision. I could have just been like, Coach Rogers don't like me. That's the famous excuse now, Coach Rogers don't like me, Coach Rogers show favoritism. That's not the case. Coach Rogers knows what he's doing, okay? That's one thing I want to instill now. He knows what he's doing. So, going into that season, I decided to just worry about myself, focus on me, and I just worked, gained a lot of confidence, looked up to some kids on Varsity, and I just got some role models who just told me what to do and guided me in the right direction. And at the end of the year, I only had 2 B's on my transcript, 1 each semester, and then I averaged the most points on the team, so I thought it was a pretty good freshman year. My sophomore year, that was my year. That was when I decided that, okay, this is when I'm going to do something. This is when I'm going to put myself on the map. So I wanted to make varsity, and I wanted to have all A's, because coming off my 9th grade year, I probably averaged about 15, 16 points 9th grade, led the team in scoring, and I had 2 B's. So I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. I went to tryouts, and I'll never forget. I told Coach Rogers, I was like, watch this. We ran a mile. My mile time was probably like 5:30, 5:45. And Coach Rogers was like, excuse me, I'm going to try and mock him. He was like, keep it up, man. I ain't never seen that before. So I was like, told you, Coach, just keep watching. So that trial, I was first in the suicide, first in the sprints. I wanted to make varsity so bad. I did everything. So Monday, that whole weekend, I'm telling my mom, I'm like, yeah, I did good. I'm gonna make it. I did good. Watch this, Mom. Monday come. Look at the list. Didn't make it. So at that point, again, similarly last year, I could have made a decision and said, you know, dang, bro, Coach Rogers does not like me. Like, he does not like me. But that's when I said, come on, Quincy, we can do this. You've been through worse. You know, you've sat the bench. At least you made the team. And we had a blue and white scrimmage, basically JV versus JV. I was on the blue team, and some of my team was on the white team. And that game, I had 19 points against my own teammates. I mean, nothing could guard me, obviously. That's confidence. But Coach Rogers was sitting front row. I remember he was sitting front row right here, and I hit a three right in his face, and he was smiling after I hit it. Right after the game, he came to me. He was like, Quincy, come here. Pulled me to him and said, here you go. Gave me a varsity jersey. Right there, I'll never forget what he said. He said, it was all a test. You know, I just wanted to test your character. Because I saw you wanted to make the varsity team, and I didn't put your name on this for a reason, but you held your own. You didn't come and complain. You didn't whine. And here you go. And I was like, Coach, are you serious? I was in disbelief, honestly. I didn't know what he was doing. He was like, yeah. Gave me the jersey. We played Douglas County that day. It was a scrimmage, first home game. He actually put me in the game, like 15 seconds left. Put me in the game, and I didn't get a shot, but I got in. You know what I'm saying? I'm in 10th grade. So that year, as I said, that was when I started to get serious, take off. I was spending countless hours in the gym, countless hours studying, doing everything I could. I mean, the mentor I was talking about last year, his name was Danny Lewis. I spent a lot of gym time with Danny, you know, shot a lot of basketballs, hung out with him, just learned a lot about varsity basketball and how things work out. You know, studying, I still study today, every day, go home, study from 9 to 10, you know, because school is important, school before everything. So that's one thing I want y'all to know, even if basketball don't work out, you need school, scholar athlete. So that same year, that's when a lot of things I noticed a lot of things would work, pay off for me. I got all A's first semester, you know, that was big for me, all A's, because I bet with my parents, I said I'm gonna pick it up from last year. So I got all A's first semester, and I was still doing good on JV. But that second semester, I killed it. So I was, as far as basketball, I was working a lot on my legs. I kind of hit a growth spurt. I grew to be 6 feet when I was 5'10" last year. 2 inches, I mean, that ain't a lot, but that's still a lot. Grew to be 6 feet, and I finally started dunking. And I mean, I still got a video on my phone where I caught my first body in 10th grade. That still got like 6,000 views on my Instagram, and I was like, 3 years ago? Still got it up, because it's just a testament, to me, it just shows a testament to my hard work, how far I came, and how I couldn't even dunk a year ago. And then as far as my second semester, I got all A's again. Proved my parents, I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it, watch. Got all A's again. Showed them, they were proud. So that summer, I was like, let me see how far I can do. That summer, we finally started playing in front of coaches, college coaches, and I finally picked up some interest. My most notable school was University of West Virginia. They had my major, you know, they pressed a lot, shot a lot of threes, got up and down, and they were a Nike school. You know, I used to love Nike in 10th grade. So I used to want to major in forensic science, and they had a forensic science major. And my mom was like, this is the perfect fit. All we wait on them is the head coach to call you and you offer it. I was like, yeah, I commit right now in 10th grade. She was like, I'm proud of you, but it didn't work out that way. They didn't come back to school with any offers. And I remember that summer, I was starting my junior year. I think my dad asked me, he was like, what's your goal? I was like, going into the summer. I said, I want to get an offer because I haven't played varsity, so it's people that Coach Rogers has seen that, and he don't really know about me. But I know if I get an offer, he can't sit. He gonna have to start me because I got an offer because coach is coming to the game. What he gonna do is get me on the bench and then have me come later in the game or somebody who ain't got him? Come on now. But that was selfish of me. That was not the right thing to do. So I didn't get an offer. FYI, I didn't get an offer, so I was kind of defeated. But I still persevered, and I remember that year I was just like, you know what, I'm tripping. It's not even me. This is not what I do. So what I do, I outwork everybody. I out-hustle everybody. I communicate. I'm the leader. And I came into that 11th grade year, and that's what I did. You know, led in tryouts, did everything, led by example. And I remember we played Fayette County, first game of the scrimmage, and it was in between me starting or Caleb starting. Caleb was like my brother now, but at the time it was a competition. I didn't like him. I wanted to start. So he called my name and I started, and I was like, like, I don't know, what am I doing? He told me to my ear, he said, you're not starting because of talent, you're starting because of your heart. You work harder than everybody. I need you to go out here and lead this team. I need you to go out here and hustle harder than everybody. And that's what I did. And I started the whole season, really most of the whole season. But at that point, I thought, I was like, okay, I'm good. Pebblebrook game, January 5th last year. 2 minutes into the game, go up, come down on somebody's foot, and I sprained my foot, and I was in the boot for the rest of the season. I cried, I did, because I didn't know what to do. Yes, I was young, but it was so late in the season, but so close to AAU that I thought that I wouldn't be to play AAU, and I thought I was done. And that was when I finally was like, come on, God has a plan for me. And I started to get closer with God that year, that time, at that period. Started to get closer with God, started going to church more, praying, and not just praying just to get my foot, just praying to get closer to Him. God is always important. So remember that. Don't just think that it's just gonna come. Always remember, everything is a blessing. Everything. Trust me, not everybody makes every single day. And so he blessed me. That's all I can say. Blessed me, and I was really out that boot a week before AAU. I was straight running, all that. I don't know what happened, but physical therapy and praying worked. So that year, that summer basically picked up a lot of interest. College of Charleston, Wofford, even had UGA a couple times. I had UAB, just to name a few. And I was going into June thinking like, okay, I can do this, Quincy, come on, you can do this, keep going, keep persevering, you can do it. After everything, keep going. That June, I picked up my first offer from Clayton State, which is a Division II. I know plenty of y'all athletes want to go Division I, but it's your first scholarship offer. Go to school for free, accept it. Trust me, accept it. It might not be your last, but there are plenty of kids I know right now that are dying for just one scholarship. So Division II, Division III, anything, take it. So I accepted that Division II offer from Clayton State. I didn't commit, but I was grateful for it. I remember that same day I called a body, I went home, I was eating, and the coach had texted my phone, basically just saying, congratulating me on the first day, and said, congrats on adding another offer. And so I was like, I don't even have any offers. What was he talking about? Went downstairs and I was screaming. I was like, Dad, I think I just got offered. Mom, I think I just got offered. I was almost crying because all the hard work I put in was finally starting to pay off, and I was just thinking like, thank you, God, thank you. You're hearing my prayers. I know it's not on time, but hey, better now than later. And so, I just kept grinding, kept hustling, and going into that July period. That's the live period. That's the last month for 17 and under AAU basketball. Had just that Division II offer, and I just kept the steam I had from June and picked up 2 offers, and that was from Charleston Southern and Cornell. So that was big for me. But during June, I went on unofficial to Rice, and that, keep that in mind, I went to Rice. So through it all, just persevered, and going into the school year, I wanted to go to Rice so bad. Trust me, it was like my dream school. It still is my dream school, I'm going there. But God rewarded me with that offer. 1 week before going to Cornell, I was about to commit. But God heard my prayers. I was praying. I was like, God, please, I want to go to Rice. It's in Houston. I play for Coach Para. Remember, Coach, you might want to play for a coach, but you're also going to make the relationship. And I made that relationship with Coach Perry, and he did a lot of things for me. So I just want to say that too. Don't ever think that it's just going to fall in your lap. You got to make the initiative too. So he gifted me that scholarship, and I committed. And through that perseverance and hard work, I was able to, again, finish my junior year with all A's. And then my senior year with all A's. So this year I have all A's also. So, and as far as basketball, I earned all-state recognition. I was, for AJC, I was all-state third team, honorable mention and a couple other sites. I was third team and second team. And then in my region, which is the hardest region in the country, everybody says that I was first team in my region. So as far as my grades, I have an numeric average of a 95. I only have 4 B's on my transcript. And then according to Westlake, I'm a legacy builder, so I've left a large legacy at Westlake that I'm very appreciative of. So I would just like to say that if I can do it, you can do it too, just as long as perseverance, because not everything is going to happen as you want it to. But as long as you keep working, God will reward you. Stay focused and stay positive. So, because my journey wasn't the easiest. But as I leave you, my last words would be not to compare yourself to others, because your journey is different than the person next to you.
Thank you, Mr. Olivari, for that inspirational